Hey boys, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. And today's video, boys, we're going back into the Super Witch Army. This is again created by iTzu, and I haven't really made any changes to the army. I'll show what we're running on the heroes, but for the king, this is pretty much the go-to for any army now. Like the Phoenix, Giant Gauntlet, Spiky Ball, that's what I always used. Using the Frosty on the queen with the Frozen Arrow and the Magic Mirror. This is pretty much just to set the funnel, nothing too crazy with it. I'll be using it more frequently right away just because last time I really wasn't, and its best use case is just to use it right away, get the funnel going. Warden, Fireball, Rage Jam, Unicorn, nothing too crazy, and then World Champion, always the same. I never really kind of changed that up, but let's get into the first attack and kind of just go on a run here. Hopefully we run into some decent bases, but let's check for some Fireball value. Again, you're not looking for anything too crazy. You're just going to kind of let it go off. I'm thinking, honestly, if we can just land on this Expo, walk up towards the Eagle, I think that would be fine. So let's land on the Monolith. Boom, right here. And that should be totally fine. But 3 Super Witches leading up towards there to draw the Warden in. Apprentice Warden, 1 Druid. I'm going to get my King in here. Wall Breaker right there. Queen ability, just to start setting the funnel. Get my Siege Barracks in. And that should be a quick enough funnel to get everything in. Second Druid in. Now we're just kind of see if we can get super wall breakers in towards the next walls. If they can make it there. A little bit too much damage. Let me get a poison spell. What am I doing to my king? Out here just disrespecting him. Pop the king ability a little bit early. Not amazing, but I'm going to get another. I'm just trying to get honestly, just trying to get a super wall breaker in. And this time it made it, so that's awesome. That way we can kind of like jump out of the core. We've got one more rage left. Okay. These druids are kind of taking a beating right now. I'm going to go roll champion on this side with 2 druids. We're going to jump into here. That monolith is nasty, boys. Holy. Okay, and then we got to keep that last super witch up, honestly. Or we'd be in a load of trouble. So I'm just going to send 2 druids there to keep that super witch up. And then we got a bunch of free spells still left. We're just going to freeze here with the royal champion. The enemy royal champion. And then I'll freeze the town hall too. Just because I want to get through the town hall for sure. Baby dragon up here for funneling. 2 wizards here for cleanup. Looking good, looking good. The super witch just kind of got tortured. But honestly, that's because my king kind of veered off and they were kind of just getting hammered by the monolith. Which was honestly my fault because I didn't really do a good enough job using my free spells. I used them kind of late. But still smashed it. Gonna swag this invis. Don't really need it. And with a minute left. So, but to be fair, this base is not really upgraded all too well. So I can't be out here celebrating it too much. But you kind of got to expect that on the first Legends League day just because you can get thrown Town Hall 14s, Town Hall 15s. I would walk through that one again, but just because it was a weak base, I don't really feel like we need to. And then let's get in and go straight in for the next attack. Okay, another Town Hall 16. That's always good. You want to see Town Hall 16s. But let's see where we want to fireball. Should we just land? Okay, if we can land, like, I don't want to go for a deep. No. Remember, let's take the advice we always say, and the one it says, fireball just to get a funnel. Shouldn't last more than 10 to 15 seconds. So let's go here. Boom, just land on the expo. That should take care of all of that. And then Super Witch is down here to walk towards into the Eagle. So let's go there. Queen to start setting a funnel here. Pop her ability right off the bat. That's the one thing we're changing this time around. Super Wall Breaker in. 1 more Druid in. So that puts us at 2. And honestly, that should walk them in towards her. Queen did a great job. Gonna get an early rage down. Get a headhunter in. Gonna let that kind of grind. Maybe 1 Druid for the queens, honestly. Another Druid in. Let's get another Super Wall Breaker in. Can they jump? If they can't, that's totally fine. We're going to freeze the monolith. Get a poison spell down for the Lava Hound. It's a little bit annoying. Again, freeze the monolith. It is kind of doing a lot of work, but man, that spiky ball was clutch. Holy. And let's go Royal Champion, 2 Druids onto her and see if they can kind of deal with that. Again, that monolith is probably the nastiest thing about it, but with the CC coming out with the Root Riders, they're going to help our queen get in towards there. These bears popping are going to be super nice. And then let's get a baby dragon on this mortar just to help clean. Royal Champion's going to deal with the Tesla farm. Going to pop her ability just so she can get through there. Rage right here, leaning in towards the town hall. So I want those druids raged up. Okay, that's sick. And now we're just dealing with the back end invisibility with so many spells. Oh man, this is crushed. Got 2 invis and a rage still left over, so that's super nice. Now I just gotta pretty much drop everything. Yeah, holy, okay, so that was kind of destroyed with a minute left. So this attack's much quicker. You don't really have to worry about time. Okay, let's get these spells in. Look at that form of spells. You love to see that. It's hilarious. And then, where is the last building? Oh, okay, that's fine. But a minute to spare. But I wish we'd get some actually like max districts. Not districts, dude. I'm stuck in clan capital right now. I gotta stop doing that. But we'll kind of run through that one just quickly, just at the start of the video, just because I feel like when we get into the next attacks, say if we get a good one, I just want to make sure we are explaining it properly. But for the fireball, 15, 20 seconds is like kind of the limit you want to set to find value. This time around, I was like, you know what? Let's just land on the expo, take out the scatter. Totally cool with that. You'll get enough value. You don't even need the ricochet again, and I didn't get it, so I was like, you know what? That's fine. Then I usually like the eagle to be taken care of early on in the attack. So that's why I lured my warden to the left-hand side. So I'll play it as we kind of go so you guys can see my thought process behind it. So the warden's going to come in. He's going to fireball right there. And I'm like, okay, so I don't want my warden walking up to the right-hand side. So I lure it with 3 super witches. Get 1 druid because there's not really too much damage. Get the king to join up. Queen ability pops right away at that mortar with the siege barracks behind. You could have put 1 druid with the queens if you wanted. I didn't. That's a little bit of a mistake. Usually I like to put 1 druid because there is a single target inferno. I could have invested like invis there too. I didn't because I was focused on the super witches. Got a super wall breaker for the witches, and then at this point I couldn't really get a deep super wall breaker, so I just kind of jumped them in towards the town hall, and all of those 3 compartments are all accessible with the jump spell. But get a poison down on the lava hound. At this point you're just kind of raging up the druids to keep your super witches alive. Queen's doing good. I've got the druid on her, and then on this right hand side flank I was just like, okay, so how do I take that out? I was like, you know what, I'll drop my royal champion, 2 druids. They're gonna stay up, keep the spirit fox up too, and you're just kind of gonna clutch at this point. The whole goal here with the royal champion was to just take out that poison tower, but honestly the apprentice warden did its thing, and now just get some cleanup troops in, keep raging up the super witches. But I had 3 swag spells, so makes it a lot easier. But I hope that did a good enough job explaining what to do and why to do it. Again, army's not loaded. I got to get it boosted, so once that's all done, I'll be back with the next attack. Okay, boys, let's hit this next attack. We've got everything loaded. Oh, actually, no. Mind you, the CC was not quite filled, but okay, we're back. Let's see this. What base are we running into? Okay, nice. A max base. Okay. We love to see that. So we just want to set our funnel. That just means where should we land our fireball? Honestly, I want to walk through the eagle and go straight towards the town hall. So I'll set my queen kind of at like 7-ish o'clock. But I'm looking for fireball value. I'm going to let my warden run just a little bit. Just a little bit, I promise. Let's hope he can kind of do this for us. Let's get a baby dragon up here for funneling. I really just need him to take out that archer tower. The reason I did that baby dragon is to just set the funnel so when the super witches arrive. So let's go here and just launch our fireball. That was 20 seconds, so we ran what we wanted to. Let's go apprentice warden druid. Let's go king. Queen ability right off the bat with siege barracks behind. So that should walk us into where we want to go. Queens did a great job. Nice. I'll set a druid with them as well, like I promised. Let's go super wall breaker. Oh, a couple of the queens joined up. That's fine. Get another super wall breaker in there. Freeze the inferno. Rage up the druids to keep everything alive. I'm just going to put 1 more druid in there just to make sure everything's good. How far can I get this next super wall breaker in? Okay, I'm just going to invis there just because that 1 druid, the inferno had locked onto my king. Gonna get that to pop off. Pops 1 of the poison towers. That was awesome. Jump spell out of the base too. And then again, 1 more druid in here. Rage up the druids. Keep everything alive. Roll champion at this flank just because she'll actually have some funneling with her too. Some protection. Because this way, I'm going to have to freeze back on the backside. Let's get a rage kind of here. I know it's on the super witches, but it's more so to just keep them on the druid. So let's keep going, push through here. Headhunter in from this kind of corner side. And then we just kind of got to worry about this backhand with so many heroes up. That's going to be a little bit annoying. But I think with the super witches and having still a couple druids up, we should have the healing to make it through. With an invisibility for the backside, I think we're looking all right. The most dangerous thing is really going to be the backside ricochet cannon with the single inferno. But that's why I'm really just delaying the use of this invisibility. Just because I feel like it'll be better served for the Royal Champion. Even if it locked onto that Super Witch, I'm totally okay with that. I'm going to pop it now. Just because that'll take care of the Ricochet Cannon. Okay, Royal Champion stuck on some skeletons. But no, we're fine. Totally fine. Destroyed that base. With 30 seconds still left to spare. Nice. Okay, we love to see that. And then this one, we might just walk through while we have that 40 seconds there. We'll just see what the plan was and why we did what we did. So, I wanted to take care of this archer tower with the warden just so I can land on one of these compartments. It didn't matter if you did this on the left-hand side at 9 o'clock or right-hand side. The base is pretty symmetrical. The only change is really these multi-archer cannon. Then you have two single-target infernos up there. I didn't want to go from the top side just because all those heroes would have ruined my warden. I could have landed on the ricochet cannon. Didn't really think the value was there. Reason being, if I land, say, on this mortar, it takes out the archer tower, air defense, and this backside air expo, and I thought that was much better value for us. So I waited a decent bit for that. And then the next thing, I knew I wanted to go straight towards the eagle just because taking the eagle out early on in the attack really does help you out. And having the scatter shots, multi-archer towers taken out early is way easier to deal with just the backside that's more like single targeting defenses. And then my goal from there was just to set the queen funnel. And this time since my last video, I used my queen ability right off the bat. It's a better job at the funnel. And we missed the expo, but again, all good. Now let's go back to normal speed. I got one druid for the queen and then a kind of P.E.K.K.A area, and the rest of the druids were kind of just helping this main push because the eagle did lock on towards my super witches, but having those two druids under the warden rage was kind of good. Free spells were on point with this single target inferno. Ice golems were a little bit annoying because they ended up locking onto my king. So I was trying to save that. It got close. I put down the invisibility, and then I popped off the king's ability, and it took out that right side poison tower, which was super nice. And at this point, I was just looking at where should my royal champion go. The reason I put it on the left-hand side is because the right-hand side, she would have been kind of naked. The druids kind of just started healing up a bear at the start. That was a little bit suckish, I can't lie, but we saved the invisibility spell for the last part of the base, and that single target inferno really didn't do much. But that should give us where the army is loaded. Got the next one cooking. Let's go here and go in for the fourth attack, boys. Hopefully we just keep getting Town Hall 16. That's what I want. Again, pretty low leveled, but hey, still, you can't complain. It's a Town Hall 16. Now let's think. Where do we want to land? Honestly, you could choose the 6 o'clock compartment or the 12 o'clock compartment. Either or is going to give you value. I'm probably just going to go from 6 o'clock and then go up towards the eagle. So we got to take out this multi-cannon. Honestly, if we're trying to have some fun, I might just take out the warden. So 20 seconds is our limit. So if we can take out that warden altar, I'm going to do a double invis and just land on that core. That should be a lot of fun. I just wanted to see that kind of go off and just see all that value. Gate warden, yeah, come back. And then apprentice warden. And we got all that taken care of. We're going to get the king in here. Queen ability, just pop it off right away. Siege barracks. And we're just going to let our heroes kind of walk. Get a super wall breaker in towards there because I don't want my king kind of getting crushed by the single target inferno. Is he going to walk out of the distance? No, he's not. So I'm definitely going to have to use that. Get a rage here. Another super wall breaker to get us even deeper. Let's see if they can get us into that town hall compartment. Oh, no. Okay. Let's just keep the druids coming, though. Freeze here. Boom. Rage on the druids. Get an invis. Get a poison on those balloons because they're going to kind of wreak havoc. Jump there. How's the king doing? He's doing okay. Pop the royal champion over here. 2 more druids here. 1 up top for the queen just for fun. And then the super witches are still alive, so we're just going to keep them raged up. Again, nothing too crazy. But with how this base is looking, I think we've pretty much smashed it. How's the top side looking? I need my king to maybe take out that scatter. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, let's calm down just a bit. I'm a little bit worried right now. No, actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. What am I talking about? Got all my super witches up with the rage. I'm definitely not going to use this raid just because I want to save my raid medals this time around. Don't want to be using them all up. Okay, yeah, we definitely smashed it. Gonna pop the world champion ability, crush through that ricochet cannon, get through that bomb tower. Again, not so leveled up, so don't feel like we need to go back and kind of dissect this one. I think just discussing the commentary was fine. And then again, let's get those next two attacks going and we'll be good. But 4 for 4 right now, and we want to end off 4 for 4. Fingers crossed. Also, I've been wanting to kind of ask this question for a little bit. Do you guys use Super Witches more than Root Riders now? Because in Legends League, majority of players still use Root Riders, but I want to see, like, do you guys like Super Witches more than Root Riders? Do you think they're better? Like, at this point, with, like, if you have a Fireball over level 18, you can switch one of the Invis for an Earthquake. And I would argue this strategy is a little more dominant because if you watch pro players in hard mode tournaments or anything like that, or even like Clash with Eric when he's covering the Navi Wars, like check it out. Like you can see super witches and they're more usable in hard mode, but I feel like root riders fail a lot more often in hard mode. So I don't know. I wanted to kind of post that question and see if you guys kind of agree. And then let me know in the comments. I'll put it in the pinned comment. And I kind of want to ask that and see how you guys are feeling on that. Like, what's the temperature gauge from you guys? But let's see if we can kind of continue on our little run we're having. So, okay, another Town Hall 16. Okay, I like this. We don't have to bully any lower Town Hall levels. Again, this is the same base, boys? No way. Yeah, it is. 100% it's the same base. Okay. Well, you guys feel free to fast forward through this if it's a little bit boring, but the plan is just going to stay the same if I'm being honest. We're going to take out that Archer Tower, Baby Dragon up top here to funnel, and then right when that Archer Tower goes down, I'm going to land just on that mortar. Or you know what? We might do a little fun little trick. We'll invis the mortar so it lands a little deeper so we get the expo. Watch this. I think you guys are going to like this. Boom. And that should take out the expo. Boom. How cool is that? Get Apprentice Warden, Druid in, King to set the 6 o'clock funnel, Queen right off the bat, pop her ability. This time remember to put a Druid on them, and then get our second Druid in with the Super Witches. We're just going to kind of let that work. I'm going to get in a Super Wall Breaker here to run up towards the core. Get that all taken out. King's joining up. We got another Queen. I think every Queen's in here, so let's get a Rage in, one more Druid just to help everything out. Super Wall Breaker again. Freeze on the Inferno. Another super wall breaker to get us in towards the core. How are we looking there? Pretty good, I'd say. We could get an invis on the king. Just don't want him kind of lurking up a storm. Oh, king ability there. Pops the poison tower again. This is pretty much going exactly how the last attack went. Two more druids in just because of super witches I want to keep up, obviously. Rage on the druids. Jump on the backside again. And again, world champion on the same left-hand side with two druids just to kind of help out. And this time not focusing on a bear. We've still got our CC. But I'm just going to kind of let it crush through and just see what we can do. Really, I'm just more worried about the single target Infernos. Those are kind of nasty. Going to get a freeze on this backside with the Headhunter. That should be good. Again, let's not get cocky. So let's get our rage spells in. And then just poison the heroes. I think that'll be totally okay. And then the backside, this time I don't have an invisibility, which will be a little bit annoying, but hey, that's fine. I'm going to get these last cleanup troops for the Warden. Hopefully they can take out that Warden. Can they? They got to close. That's fine. And then let's just worry about the rest of these troops. Apprentice Warden, get out of the way of that single target Inferno. You don't want to get melted, boss man. And then we don't have any other trash buildings up here. Warden's going to kind of get snoozed now, but I'm going to pop my Roll Champion ability. Take out the Ricochet Cannon. Again, she's going to be chuck on those same skeletons. But she's going to take that out. Yeah, this is washed. Again, okay, nice. We love to see that. We're on 5 for 5 right now. We love that. And then, is the army loaded? Oh, yes, it is. Heck yeah. And then just get this reinforced. Fingers crossed. We see another Town Hall 16. Okay, Town Hall 15. Now we're going to be classified as a bully. All good. That happens, you know. Where should we land our fireball? Honestly, at this point, anywhere since Town Hall 15. But never be too cocky, just because I've seen attacks go very poorly once you get a little bit reckless. So maybe let's just land here. I'm good. Watch this. Just because of Royal Champions out there, I'm going to let it walk in front, like kind of behind that Wizard Tower. Drop my invisibility. Let it walk, let it walk. Keep going, drop the invisibility. Warden. Earthquake, Fireball. Watch that. That should get the, yeah, World Champion. Warden wants to walk this way. Sure, let's walk this way. Get a Druid in. Super Wall Breaker. King. Siege. And then Queen maybe at this bottom side. Pauper ability. Druid with them. One more Druid here. Another Super Wall Breaker to break in towards the middle of the base. Druid on them. Just because the other Druids are focused on the Super Witches. These Queens did such a good job with that funnel. Holy smokes. That's going to force everything to go towards the middle of the base. Freeze spell here. Can I get another Super Wall Breaker in? And then we'll just jump out the backside. Get another freeze because this core is quite nasty. So you never just want to, get embarrassed. But let's pop the King ability. Take care of all of that. Raged up Druids are doing great. World Champion on this outside with 2 Druids. Kind of funnel the rest of that. And let's see the core. How's it looking? Looking fine right now. CC we're not have to deal with. Get a Baby Dragon up top for cleanup. And I think we can kind of just swag the rest of these spells because, to be fair, there's not really much left on the base. So a Rage, Invis, and Poison again, not needed. Wow. Okay, holy smokes. Just straight destruction, really. Root Riders in the CC also kind of help a lot. So I can't trash on them at all. But I'm going to pop the World Champion ability. And now we're kind of winding down. So let's drop this Rage, Invis, swag that we got going. Nice. Okay, that puts us at 6 for 6, boys. We're getting there. We're getting there. And then I don't think the armies are quite loaded, though, to be fair. So they're not. But we'll get those next attacks going. And hopefully we can end on a perfect day. Okay, hopefully we don't have to bully any more Town Hall 15. So let's see if we can get some Town Hall 16s going. Okay, another Town Hall 16. But again, not quite leveled up. Where should we land our Fireball? Honestly, maybe just at this cannon right here. Like, this is going to be like a 2-second Fireball. Earthquake right here. Boom. How's that? Okay, perfect. And then I'm going to get my Super Witches to actually walk down this way because I want to go through the Eagle. So let's go King here. Super Wall Breaker here. Queen. Going to pop her ability right off the bat. Send a Druid with them. One more Druid here. Another Super Wall Breaker. Queen's doing a great job funneling for us. I'm going to get a Headhunter in there. Let's get a Rage for the Druids. Freeze on the single target Inferno. Another Super Wall Breaker to get in towards that would be insane. Oh, we got that wall. Wow. Okay. What a pleasant surprise. I'm going to go King ability now because watch. That should touch both spell towers. Oh, wow. That was money. Holy cow, that was money. Okay, you love to see that. 2 more Druids. Send a World Champion up here with some funneling. With some tanking, I should say, not funneling. Freeze here. I kind of missed the Inferno. Let's get a jump spell in. Not the Inferno, sorry, I should say. I missed the Monolith, what I really wanted. And at this point, I'm just going to see how the troops are looking. Maybe get a Baby Dragon out here for funneling. Barbarians, Archers, Wizards. Kind of just heal it up. Do we need a Rage? Sure, why not? While we have it, why not use it, I'm not going to use the Poison because obviously the CC troops didn't really need to be dealt with. And then I'm just going to pop my World Champion ability to speed this up. And that makes it 7 for 7 because this was, again, not too leveled up. So it's super easy. But, hey, man, 3 stars a 3-star. And we want that perfect day. So that's what we have up next. Let's see. Okay, yeah, troops are good. Train that up. Request here. And let's go in. Let's see what we're going to be. Okay, Town Hall 15 ended off. Come on, man. I guess that's fine, but call me the Town Hall 15 bully. But where should we land? Okay, you know what? We're going to do that same thing we did last time. We're going to put our Warden down. I'm just going to kind of have some fun. Land here on the scatter. Boom, make those invis. That should take care of that whole compartment. Okay, that was kind of cool, actually. Super Witches, Druid, Apprentice, Warden, King, Queen up top. Popper ability right off the bat. Druid again. Another Druid here to help. And that should get us into this core. Boom. Another Super Wall Breaker here. Rage up the Druids because we're dealing with the Rage Tower as well. Another Super Wall Breaker in there. And then just kind of jump in towards this main core here. 2 more Druids. Where should we get our Root Rider? We'll wait a little bit just because we don't really need it right now. And then I'm honestly going to freeze the monolith once it starts doing a little too much damage. I'll pop my king ability just to keep everything this way here. Okay, druids, need them raged up. Monolith started trying to take all them out, which is kind of annoying. But here, let's go root rider there. 2 druids with the bear tanking. We should be fine. Hopefully the monolith goes down. It does. It was getting kind of scary because we're obviously gonna smash this, but you still gotta kind of be careful. Just because you run into a Town Hall 15 fail to ruin your perfect day, you would cry and I would call my day like that. I'd wrap my day up. I'd be like, you know what? I'm just gonna take the day off. It was an L. But a minute 30 left, and then world champion kind of just pop her ability. Okay, let's speed through this. Come on. Why am I out here talking about Town Hall 15 like it's difficult? I feel like I shouldn't do that, but hey, all good. We got the perfect day. Again, I'm gonna post that question up. You guys gotta let me know. Are these better than Root Riders? Come on. Like, are they? Like, that question's kind of fair, I'd say, to ask. I feel like this is a lot more reliable in CWN, like War. Because well, actually, I shouldn't say all that. No, I'm going to leave it up to you. You guys can hear my opinion later. We'll see. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe. It helps us a bunch. And again, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.